Okay, I'm still seeing a lot of people who have a lot of hate for people that QAnon has accused of being horrible criminals. If you are terribly upset about anybody at all, then you are trapped in what we call the matrix. Which means that, there's supposed to be the Great Awakening, Donald Trump slogan, Great Awakening. It means that you're still asleep. The Great Awakening has nothing to do with Republican politics. The Great Awakening is a spiritual awakening. And spiritual awakening is where you realize that whatever you are, you're not in this world. Be in this world, but not of it, is, I think, a Jesus saying. Be in this world, but not of it. And that's the way it is when you've gone through the Great Awakening. I saw a nice video the other day about Zen put on by Aaron Abke on YouTube. And it's about there is no doer. What does it mean? Go look up Aaron Abke and watch his video on Zen. If you are still hung up on the idea that there are people doing whatever you see, you have not awakened. And again, it is a spiritual awakening. The best way to awaken is not to go post a whole pile of information about the evildoers all over the internet. That is not going to wake you up. The way you awaken is the old-fashioned way. You must meditate like you're a Tibetan monk in a cave in the Himalayas. And if you're not going to move to Tibet, then the best thing to do is go to some quiet room in your apartment or house and meditate. If you don't know what meditation is, then clearly you're not awakened. But it's called watching your thoughts for an extended period of time. That's how the yogis do it in India. That's how the monks do it in Tibet. That's how Americans do it in America. You must meditate because everything else is words. And you can't awaken through words. You have to awaken by letting go of all the thoughts that are spinning around your head telling you to do this and to do that. So instead of looking outside for all the evildoers, what you do is you close your eyes and you go within. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is within you. So to find the kingdom of heaven, you have to meditate, which means going within yourself, sitting for long periods of time, finding your inner peace. And then people always say, yeah, but we still got to go after all these evildoers. I get this all the time. If you're saying that, you are not awake. There's no yabbits. You must do your inner work. You. No one else can do the inner work for you. The Great Awakening is not really a Great Awakening. It's a one by one by one awakening. It's true that if you've got other people around you who are meditating, it can help calm your mind. It can help remind you that you need to do your daily meditation practice. And it can make it easier for you, but you still have to do it. You can't skip it. If you want to meet extraterrestrials and you want to have free energy and you want peace on earth, goodwill towards everyone, you're going to have to stop eating meat, because there's no goodwill towards the farm animals when you're eating a lot of beef. You're going to have to change. If you think America is built on capitalism, you're going to have to change. I don't mean you're going to be communist. I mean you're going to go to a different way of living. You're going to be run by consciousness itself. So you have to let go of all the things that you are doing now, because the way that things are in your world right now are hell. So to get out of hell, why is it hell? Because if you look at the number of people living on the streets, the number of people who are dying of overdoses and suicides, it's hell. You must raise your consciousness, and it's very easy to do. You don't have to take a course. You don't have to pay money, but you do have to invest the time. You must go within and meditate. That is the Great Awakening, and only you can do it for yourself. You can't kick this one down the road and say, well, I'll do it when I'm 80. You got to do it now. Because the rest of us who are meditating are carrying you. With our consciousness, we're carrying you. It's called holding space for you, which makes it easier for you to awaken. But in the meantime, it's very rough on the rest of us, because we look around and we see you idiots chasing your tails. You're chasing your tails because you keep looking all over the place for ways to make things better, except for going the place you have to go to make things better. You must go within your consciousness, in your heart. You got to meditate. And you got to let go of control so that consciousness itself can do the job instead of your ego. Yeah, but I still want to. This is what keeps happening. Not just you, but all kinds of people. They hear the real answer. Go within and meditate. And people don't want to do that because their ego has got all these thoughts flying around their monkey minds. We got to go chase the evildoers. You're like a little puppy chasing your tail. You must disengage from all this thinking. And you do it starting with meditation. That's the Great Awakening. And you just took Great Awakening 101.